Hello everybody, and thanks for coming back to the channel. This is going to be a little bit of a one-off video because what I'm going to show you is about my goggles, and I'm sure many of you have these goggles as well. These are FatShark HD3s, and as you can probably tell from the title, I have switched out the faceplate and I am a big fan. Normally I wouldn't make a video about this, but I only knew this existed because of a Facebook posting by someone else, and when I saw it I thought, oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And I'll tell you why. Because normally when we have these faceplates, I don't know if it's just me or if other people suffer from this, but this stuff doesn't last long. This is maybe 2 weeks in and it's starting to come apart, and it gets up into your eye line when you put your goggles down, so you have to keep moving it around in order and then put it on your face, and hopefully it stays there. And it's just a pain. I couldn't tell you how many of these little things I've been through. And it's nice that they come, you know, with Velcro, and they're not very expensive. I think they're like, I don't know, $6 for a pack of 4, or maybe it's $14 for a pack of 4. I can't remember. They're not very expensive, but they don't last very long. You can see they're fraying over here. And I've been through several packs of these, and it's kind of an irritant. And when I saw these, I thought, I've got to get some, and I've got to try them out. So it's been about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, that I've actually had them on the goggles and been using them. And I can tell you, it has improved how I feel under the goggles. Now, this feels a little bit tactile when you put it on your face, so it doesn't tend to slide around, which I think is an improvement. And it also, it's not quite as soft, but it's as this foam is, that is. But it's just very comfortable, but it's not as soft. I don't know if that makes any sense. When you put this on your face, it feels right. But there is a little bit of light leakage, and for me, with all of our faces are different, for me the light comes in right here. And so what I did was I just tightened my strap about a ½ inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, and then when I put them on, I press them into my face just a little bit when I get them where I want them to, and then they stay put, and that light leak goes away. I actually have more light leak through this 3D printed case for my LaForge modules, and I think in my time of having FatShark goggles, outside of buying a LaForge module, I tried diopters, they didn't help me, but this is one piece I think it's well worth it. I do think it's kind of expensive. My recollection was I bought mine for $23 from Get FPV. You can shop around. I'll link Get FPV because I find stuff there pretty regularly. I think Ready-Made RC may also have them. But do be aware that you have a little bit of light leak up here, so if when you squint your eyes is when you notice it. When you're like concentrating really hard and you squint your eyes, that's when the light leak appears. But if your eyebrows relax, at least in my case, that light leak isn't so much. But in order to get rid of it, like I said, I just kind of press them into my face and I tighten my strap a bit, and I took care of it. Something else to note, if we do a side-by-side, they've improved the airflow. See how we just have these little things here and it can kind of blow into your face? That never bothered me, but that may bother you. And on this set, they've enclosed that, so it comes right down through the eyepiece and right onto the lenses, so we can have more direct airflow. Should help with keeping that condensation or fog from getting on our goggles quite a bit. The fan is also quieter, but that may be because this one has been used a lot. So that just could be because this one's so new. This one kind of had a rattle to it, or it was a little bit louder. It was never very loud. It's not something you notice under the goggles, but I noticed when I listened to this one, it's quieter. And the fan, it's identical as far as I can tell. If they use any different parts, you know, I wouldn't know. I do notice that inside the goggles, and this is a little bit odd, when you turn on the DVR function, you have the little red light, that I can't quite see it as well here. And I'm wondering if that's because we have these pieces. So I kind of have to look a little bit more when I'm under the goggles to see if that red light's on and if it's flashing if we're recording. So that may be something you want to pay special attention to. But it's a dead simple replacement. You just press them on and press them off. They snap in very firmly. You can see we have some tabs around here, and it feels kind of unnerving when you're pulling these things apart. You know, these things are terrible expensive, and the last thing you want to do is pull this one out and snap it, break it, not be able to get the new ones on. Now where you're at, you got to send your goggles in for warranty fixing or something. You know, well, it's not going to be warranty. You have to send your goggles in for fixing. But the button seems to work just the same. The fan seems to be just quieter. But everything else, I just think this is improvement. You know, time will tell whether this lasts 5 or 6 times as long as a pack of these. But from what I've experienced so far, I am really, really liking these. If you have a set of FatShark goggles, you might want to take a look at these. It's a nice little addition. Okay, that's all I have to say about this very brief video. Hopefully I got in and out in under 5 minutes. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.